Wyatt Wrestling. We're going to talk about everything wrestling, news, rumors, and anything you guys want to discuss today. Nothing's off the table. When the mega powers collide, let's get it going. How you doing today, Wyatt?
I am doing fantastic. How are you, my dude?
You know me, man. Another day, another Savage collab. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Alrighty, guys. And with that, let's get on to the show. Alrighty, how about this? How about we start off with what's gonna happen tomorrow night, and that is AEW Redemption, their first pay-per-view that's using this name and is starting tomorrow. Alrighty,
Mm-hmm.
let's look into the card. Let's give out our predictions for this pay-per-view tomorrow. Once again, this is gonna be a stat card. Um, Looks like including the pre-show, we're gonna have about 11 matches, Wyatt.
Okay. All
11
right.
matches, and this is gonna take place in Montreal, Quebec, at the Bell Center, Canada, guys.
All right.
So, all right. So if we're gonna be watching this, just so you guys know, it's gonna be a long night in
Always.
general. Always for these AEW pay-per-views. See, here's the issue. You know, on one side with WWE, we complain that they have short pay-per-views and a
Uh
lot of commercials.
huh.
But in the AEW side, we have all long 5-6 hours pay-per-views with minimal commercials. I mean, there has to be a sweet spot for a wrestling organization to really shine, you know? You would think like 8 matches would be the maximum at that point, but who are we to say, right? We're not running a wrestling promotion. We're just talking about it.
I'm just talking about it.
Alrighty. How about this? Let's start off with the pre-show. We have the Agglomeration versus Lethal Twist for the World Trios Championship. That's gonna be interesting. How about this? I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna go with the Agglomeration just because it's a pre-show, and I don't think the titles will switch hands. And I really do think they like the Agglomerations to keep holding on to these titles. What do you think, Wyatt?
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna go with the conglomeration with Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly and Roger Strong. Yeah, it's a pre-show match. I don't think they're gonna drop it on a pre-show match. If it was on a main show, possibly. But yeah, AEW is really enjoying with the conglomeration, so I'm gonna go with them.
Yep. So we got 1-1. We're still on the agreement. Let's go on to the next card, and that will be Tekla versus Willow Nightingale for the AEW's Women's World Championship. This is probably going to be a really good match.
It's gonna be a
Um,
banger.
yeah, here's the thing. I don't know who I'm going to go for, but right now I do like Tekla's title reign. Um, and I honestly don't think that should come to an end. I think she's doing
Mhm.
great work. And the fact that AEW gave her a contract extension despite her contract not even expiring yet. That's how
Mhm.
much faith that they have in Tekla right now. They really like her work. She could cut a really good promo. She's a good
Mhm.
wrestler. She's hilarious. You
Mhm.
know, I'm gonna have to stick with Tekla, the champ, retaining tonight. What do you think?
I'm going with Tekla to retain the AEW Women's Championship against Willow Nightingale. Man, I love Tekla. She's really great on the mic. She gets you laughing. She has those comedic moments that come out of nowhere and they're just hilarious. She's been a really great champion. Like you said, they gave her a contract extension, but not even her contract is not even up. And they're really impressed. And I'm impressed. I'm going Tekla.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to Tekla on this one. Overall, I think she's gonna win. I don't know if it's gonna be clean. I feel like Tekla will have some help
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, coming in obviously, and it won't be a clean win. But if it is, I'll be shocked. But regardless, Tekla retaining the champ is best for business right now for AEW. So yeah, all right. So far we got two matches, and we're gonna go on to the third. Mark Davis versus Andrade El Idolo for the AEW National Championship. Okay, so do you think it's time for Andrade El Idolo to finally capture gold once again, but now in AEW? Does he beat Mark Davis, or does Mark Davis from the Don family retain? What do you think, Wyatt?
Uh, Mark Davis just recently won the title. Um,
It's
I'm gonna
hard one.
go. I'm gonna go Andrade. I think we're gonna get a new AEW. Was it? Is it for the international, or was it for?
The national.
No,
So there's too many
there's too
titles.
many championships in AEW. I always forget.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think AEW does have a title problem because there's just so many that they keep making up as we go. And I
Yes.
look, we still have more to come. I highly doubt they're on the tail end of making titles. So just keep
No.
continuing on. It's confusing, like the national
Oh, no.
title versus the international title. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but it
It's the
is for
same
the
thing.
national title. So let's get that.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
get
for the
that for
national
sure.
title. Okay. I think we do get a new national champion, Andrade. Um, Andrade has been very great back in AEW in his second term with AEW, and the ladies love him. The ladies love him.
Man, the
Uh,
ladies cannot get enough of Idolo, man. I mean,
yeah.
look how many girls show up at ringside just to
Look
get
at
a
it.
piece of this
Oh,
man.
exactly. So
This man has so much aura that he gets a new ringside girl every week. Have you ever seen though those I guess they're Instagram models, the ones that are up in front when they
yeah.
comment, and then like I'm sure Tony Khan pays them to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I highly doubt it. And that
They
way,
have to be.
yeah, that way Andrade gets shine. On top of them, they get free tickets and probably free drinks, free food,
Yeah.
free, yeah, and plus they get paid just to be there. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're basically the industry plants from back then.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's funny. I guess one time I think one of them it backfired on them where they just said, "Look how fake this product is,"
Yeah.
which is kind of a slap in the face for Tony Khan if you think about it,
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah, but I think from
Right.
there he's been really he's really been conscious of who he brings in,
Yeah.
you know, for every show at this point. But
So
yeah,
great.
you know what? Wyatt? I'm gonna have to go with you, man. I'm
You're
trying
going
to
with
go
me. Let's
against you.
go.
I'm gonna have to go with. You know what? I'm just gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go against you. I'm gonna go with Mark Davis.
Oh, I
I'm
thought I
gonna have
had
to.
you.
I'm gonna have to go Mark Davis to
All right.
retain because I'm just saying the Don Callis family comes out and helps him retain. He just won this champion. I do believe that Andrade has a good opportunity to win it, but I want to go against the grain and
Okay.
let's go with Mark Davis. Pick up the win. Let's see if
All
Don
right.
Callis backs me up and comes in and interferes.
Okay. Okay. It's fair. It's fair. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
All righty. We got
Yeah.
Kevin the Enforcer. How's it going, man?
How are you doing, man?
Y'all see the SDCC Marvels reveals? I have not seen that one yet.
The
No.
Comic-Con reveals. I think I've seen one. That was it.
I've been seeing the San Diego Comic-Con reels and stuff, but I haven't seen too much about it. So I'm gonna have to take a look at it. I'm sure they're pretty good. I'm sure JD would love to see it. All right, I'm sure he already has.
He already has, I think.
Yeah. We're blessed today, man. We got Ryan Milky.
Our
Ryan, what's up,
brother.
man? He
How
says
you doing,
howdy.
buddy?
Howdy to you too, man. Good to see you though. Really good, man. Glad to see you today. Chime in, guys. Chime in whatever you guys think of AEW Redemption.
Yes.
Kevin does say Ryan. All right, they talk to each other. Hey, yeah, Kevin, how you been? Okay, thanks, Kevin. Hope you're well. Yep, that's a good community, guys. It really
Yes.
is, man.
Appreciate
That's what
that.
it's all about, man. Helping each other out, making sure we were all good. Support all of us out there, man.
Every day.
Every day. Yep. Alrighty, let's get back into this AEW pay per view. Oh, this is gonna be
Uh-oh.
a good one. We got Painmaker Chris Jericho, who brought back his gimmick to face off Tommaso Ciampa for a no holds bar match. Wyatt, how about you kick it off and tell me who you think is going to win this one?
Oh, man. Give me the Painmaker. Give me Chris Jericho. Give me Painmaker. I'm going to take it any day. I'm taking Painmaker. Come on. Give it to me. Please. Give it.
Look, man, I don't know. I like Chris Jericho. I do like the Painmaker. He did bring back this gimmick, and when he brings it back, it means we're gonna get something special, especially in a no holds bar match. But I'm gonna have to go with Tommaso Ciampa, Psycho Clown. Basically, Psycho Killer. Yeah, sorry, excuse me, Psycho Killer. I'm gonna have to just. He's gonna bring it tonight. He's gonna bring it at the no holds bar. He's gonna go crazy. I think he beats Chris Jericho. I just don't think they're gonna have Tommaso Ciampa lose and lose and lose. I mean, like I said, I like Chris Jericho, one of the best, one of the greatest, but I think it's his time to start putting these guys over. And did for quite so. I don't know, man. If you really want to elevate Ciampa in AEW, yeah, he has to go over Chris Jericho. I'm gonna say though, this is gonna be a really great match though.
It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of the best matches of the night. One of. Yeah. It's tough on this card, but I think this is gonna be pretty good. I mean, the whole redemption, the whole AEW redemption card, it's looking really solid, and I like the fact that they have a pay-per-view. They created a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I feel like to stick it to WWE for not having any money in the bank for this month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so far we're 2-2. We got Kevin saying we're getting Deadpool in Doomsday, Ghost Rider movie, Black Panther 3, and they got another Doomsday teaser. So I did hear about Ghost Rider.
I heard about Ghost Rider. That was the one I heard about.
Ghost Rider. I heard about Black Panther 3, and I did not know about Deadpool and Doomsday. That's going to be crazy.
Deadpool and Doomsday is going to be great.
Why do you follow the whole Marvel Universe movies?
Been a fan of it since I was little. Yeah, I've been with it ever.
Yeah, I'm a fan too since honestly I've been reading comic books since I was a kid.
Comic books, yeah, me too, man. Yeah. Comic books.
Yeah, obviously we don't really see those often anymore, but they're still out there, especially at Comic-Con, guys.
I had some. Yeah, I think I still have some.
But the fact that we're getting Deadpool and Doomsday, it's pretty crazy. And we're getting new Ghost Rider movies. I saw Ghost Rider, but I didn't see the cast in it. Are we getting Nicolas Cage back in Ghost Rider, or are we getting new actors?
I saw for this Ghost Rider, I saw Ryan Gosling.
Whoa, Ryan Gosling.
That's what I saw. That's the video I saw. And I'm like, oh, wow. Not Nicolas Cage. We're getting Ryan Gosling.
Nicolas Cage is older, and maybe in another movie, we're probably going to get like one of those, they'll unite, when their timeline collide or something.
Yeah.
But, I'm not against Ryan being Ghost Rider. I think he's perfect for it. So I think that's a good role for him, and I think it's going to be a pretty good movie. You watched the original 2 Ghost Riders, right?
Yes, I did.
Movies.
Yeah. Yep.
They weren't really bad.
They weren't
I thought
bad
they were pretty good. Black Panther 3, I'm excited for that. I saw that too, so I'm excited to see that. And obviously we got Doomsday, and we already got Spider-Man out. Spider-Man is already out and can't wait for that.
Spider-Man's coming. Yeah, Spider-Man's coming out like
Thursday,
Thursday
yep,
or Friday.
pretty soon. Well, they didn't confirm Deadpool, but Ryan Reynolds did come out in a Deadpool outfit, picking on the directors trying to get into Doomsday. Oh, okay, so it's a tease.
Okay, it's a teaser.
You know, I don't know if he'll, and that's the case. Then I'm not even sure if he's gonna be in Doomsday. Then he might be towards the end as like a ends credit just for a comedy gimmick. You know,
Yeah, another movie of Deadpool.
could be another movie of Deadpool, or it could be, it could be like Deadpool 4 with the crossover, like with the Doomsday crossover, or vice versa. Deadpool is in I'll Be Back into Doomsday 2 if they have a second film.
I heard they were doing another Avengers film after Doomsday, and it was going to be called Secret Wars.
So if that's the case, I could see Deadpool coming out towards the end as credit to hype up everyone for the next one. Yeah. I can see that. The way Marvel plays about things, they're gonna give us like 3 end credits so we can stay.
Always.
And then Ryan Milky says, I've honestly lost interest in Black Panther after Chadwick passed, and don't get me started on Deadpool. He's the Sami Zayn of Marvel. Okay, man. Ryan, I'm glad you're back. But please don't say this type of blasphemy out here, man. How do you think that Deadpool is the Sami Zayn of Marvel, man? That's nonsense, man. Oh man, I'm not voting for that. No, I was kidding. I agree with you though. I agree with you with Black Panther after Chadwick did pass away. I did lose a little bit of interest myself as well. R.I.P. Chadwick. Honestly, dude, he's a great actor. He was a great actor.
He was.
He was perfect for Black Panther. And
then he passed away.
Yeah, that's still unbelievable. You know that he kept that very hidden for quite a while, that he was sick. Because he was losing a lot of weight and nobody put 2 and 2 together. And then all of a sudden he passed away. It was really crazy. It's unfortunate, man. We lost someone that young, that talented, but it happens. Rest in peace. But you know what? I'm still going to support Black Panther just for the reason that we're still getting more movies, and I'm sure they're still going to honor Chadwick in somehow, some way in the movies. So let's see. Ryan, welcome back. But Deadpool is Marvel Jesus. I agree. Honestly, I agree, man. I think Deadpool is one of the best characters in the Marvel universe. I think Ryan Reynolds is the perfect person to play Deadpool. That's what one guy you'll never replace if he stops playing Deadpool. There's nobody replacing that guy. So it's crazy. Ryan does say, "Oh, I have so much I could say about Deadpool. More so Ryan Reynolds, but yeah, he's the Sami Zayn of Marvel trash." What is up with this Deadpool Ryan Reynolds hate today, man? I don't know. I like Ryan Reynolds. I liked all his movies, so I don't know. They have to explain to me maybe later about this Ryan Reynolds.
I like his movies.
And then he's phenomenal in Deadpool. I don't understand, but hey, we all have our opinions. So I want to hear Ryan pretty much spit at us all his opinions about Deadpool later on today.
He's probably mad because Ryan is his name, and he took Ryan Milky's name away from him. That's probably what it is.
That's a crazy theory that you have there. Maybe we'll find out later on when he comments.
Probably
is, yeah. Let's get back to the show with Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito for the AEW International Championship. And get this, guys. Everyone is banned from ringside.
Okay.
That's a fair fight. 1-on-1. Who do you have here?
Yes, fair. I'm gonna go Kyle Fletcher. I'm gonna go with him retaining. I did see what happened this past Wednesday with him losing against Bandito. So I think it's gonna be Kyle Fletcher.
I'm gonna have to go with Kyle Fletcher too. I don't see Bandito winning this one at all, despite everyone being banned from ringside. I do think on this one, Kyle Fletcher's gonna has Bandito's number and is gonna retain and basically move on after this to a different feud. I think it's gonna be a pretty good match though. This is gonna be another good match, and we could
Yeah.
say it's a match of the night. Because like, what you could say that's about all these cards because they're pretty tough to say which is gonna be the best. I mean, we're gonna get a pretty good show tomorrow. Um,
Yeah.
on to the next one: Cage and Cope versus the Death Riders, Claudio and Pac for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Um, Man, you know what? Give me Cage and Cope. I think they're gonna go all the way to all in with those titles. I'm sorry for Death Riders, but I don't see them having any chance of winning these titles against two living legends.
Yes.
Any comments on this, Wyatt?
I'm gonna say, yeah, poor Death Riders. They're not getting the job done. Uh, they're not gonna go to All In with the AEW Tag Team titles. The Legends are gonna put them over. It's gonna be Adam Copeland and Christian Cage retaining the AEW Tag Team Championships.
Yep, I agree too. They're gonna go further up, and I think they might even go all the way to the end of the year if they play it right. Because pretty much this is gonna be definitely gonna be Cope's final year. I don't know about Cage. I don't know about Christian. I think he still might have a little bit in him because he mostly does promos. He doesn't wrestle much, but damn it, he's still one of the best on the mics. Best on the mics, best gimmick out there with the whole father gimmick.
Yes.
Honestly, he could keep it going for a little longer while Adam, I think he just wants to finish up his career in AEW and call it quits. And then eventually we'll see him in the Hall of Fame a couple of years afterwards.
Yeah, he wants him. Adam Copeland wants to finish his career in his home, Toronto. He wants to do it there.
Yep. And this one we have Cheetah that's coming in as champion. I was shocked that she actually won the AEW TBS championship, by the way. But
yeah, Cheetah, yeah.
She had to turn heel, but good for her. Honestly, I don't mind that at all. Versus Maya World upcoming. Really good superstar, by the way.
She really is.
Who do you got, Wyatt, to win this match?
This is hard.
It is hard, actually. Maya World's
really great. She's really great.
Yeah, it has a lot of steam right now. It's a tough one, so
I'm gonna go Cheetah.
Okay.
Because she just won the TBS championship. They're not gonna drop it off her like that, but I can kind of see Maya World winning because maybe Chris Statlander gets involved and costs Cheetah the match a little bit because her and Chris Statlander were kind of like a tag team a little bit there, and it just all went away. I don't know really what happened there. I think Cheetah's gonna get the win here, but if Maya World wins, count me in.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Cheetah too. Like you said, she just won the title. I don't think she's gonna drop it to Maya yet, but I can see it in the next pay-per-view, which would be All In. Or they might just have her run it all the way to All Out at that point. But I think Cheetah does deserve a longer title run. So I would hate for her to drop it now, even though I do think Maya World does deserve it too. But you know what? Give me Cheetah. She retains the AEW TBS champion. So we agree on that one.
Okay.
Let's see some of these comments that we got. We got Ryan saying, "Oh, I have so much I could say about Deadpool. More so on Ryan Reynolds, but yeah, he's the Sami Zayn of Marvel trash. Man, dude, what's up with this guy and the hate of Ryan Reynolds today?" Kevin the Enforcer says Channing Tatum is the best live action Gambit.
I agree.
I would I still would have been interested to see the guy who played Gambit in the Wolverine movie, though, have his own movie. Because I guess there was talks. I think there was a trailer. Like they actually did release a trailer of him eventually going to have his solo movie. But I guess how bad Wolverine did with the critics, they basically took that movie out and threw it into the garbage right away. But they did have a trailer with that guy in it. I didn't think that guy was that bad either.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the voice and everything, I'll give Channing Tatum that for sure.
Yeah.
I wish he just had some more of the look because I feel like they show more of his face instead of Gambit's whole, like covering his face and all. But I mean, maybe eventually we'll get a new version of Gambit, and maybe he'll appear in Doomsday. You never know.
I think he is going to be in Doomsday. There was
Doomsday, right?
Yeah, he was in the trailer.
He's in the trailer. Okay, I have to check that out then. Ryan does say Wyatt is like 75% with that theory.
Okay, what's the 15% then?
I don't know, man. I have to wait for his answer if he comes back at you with that. All righty, guys. And with those comments, we'll get back to the show.
Oh, yeah.
We got Jack Perry. This is going to be, by the way, this is a 6-way ladder match to determine the number 1 contender for the AEW International Championship.
I like this.
This is going to be Jack Perry versus the Beast Mortals versus Commander. My favorite for this one, Speedball, Mike Bailey.
Oh, man.
With him in it, it's going to be a really good one. And this one also is intriguing just because, I don't know, man. I wonder what they're going to do with this character. Nick Wayne. Maybe he'll bring Mama Wayne to ringside. We haven't seen her in quite a while. Versus El Clone. I haven't seen El Clone too in quite a while, so this is going to be interesting. Look, with all these 6 men, it's going to be a guaranteed, great ladder match. Now it's time to pick one person out of all these 6 guys. Wyatt, one person. Who is your favorite to win this one? And the winner for this will go on to face the international champion, which would be, if it's done right, Kyle Fletcher retaining will be Kyle Fletcher. Who do you have, Wyatt?
My 2 favorites right now is Jack Perry and Speedball Mike Bailey. I'm going to go with Speedball Mike Bailey to get the win here and become number 1 contender.
Not bad. All righty. That's a pretty good pick. He has a lot of steam to him. And with his old buddy, Kevin Knight on the other side with the title himself, I could see Speedball winning this one and moving on to face Kyle Fletcher in the future. But you know what? Let me get Jack Perry himself. I do think he has a chance to finally win this ladder match and go on to get a title shot for the International Championship. We haven't seen Perry with gold for quite a while, and I do really think if the guy's one of the pillars of AEW, man, you really got to start pushing him more. And I feel like they've been lackluster on that recently. So I think it's just time to shine, but I'm hoping for the best. So we got Jack Perry and we got Speedball to win this one. If you guys disagree, hey, pick your next winner out of all these guys. There's 6 chances here. So one of these guys is going to take that number 1 contenders ship and face off for the title, international title. Kevin the Enforcer says to you, Wyatt, 15%, you mean 25%.
Yes, I do. I didn't mean to say 15. Sorry about that.
I heard 15, but I'm like, you know what? I want to see if anyone out there realizes what he said. So
I did not mean to say that, guys. That was my fault.
Kevin picked up on it.
Good job, Kevin.
Alrighty, we got the Bang Bang Gang, Jay White, Juice Robinson versus the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, in a double chain tag team match. This, to me, is going to be one of my favorites. Look forward type of match, just because we have Bullet Club status all over this one. We got
man,
two former leaders going
Yes.
at it, and tensions are rising. And honestly, it's gonna be crazy because I feel like the Dogs are outnumbered. The Bang Bang Gang has their numbers, has more numbers than the Dogs. How? And there's not going to be any type of dirty tactics because they just don't have any members on the outside like the Bang Bang Gang does. Why? Who do you think what takes this win? Who do you think goes home with the W? Do you think David Finlay and Clark Connors, or you think Jay White and Juice Robinson takes it?
Give me the Bang Bang Gang, Jay White and Juice Robinson. I think they're gonna get the win. Yeah, like you said, they're outnumbered. David Finlay and the Dogs. The Dogs are outnumbered, and the Bang Bang Bang's gonna get the win.
You know, I agree with you. I do like the Bang Bang Gang coming on top on this one, but you know, and I'm a big fan of Jay White, by the way. I'm really a big fan of him. Great wrestler. Hey, Juice Robinson too. He's a great wrestler as well. I really do like Juice. I think he's from the area, so you know I got to give him credit where credit's due. The issue I have in all this is that the Dogs have kind of been on a losing streak since they come in AEW. David Finlay was a hot free agent when he was finally a free agent. For them to sign them and right away
just
have them lose and then have them lose again. They did pick up a few wins, but they've been on the decline a little bit. They haven't done much. I feel like they really got to win this match. I don't feel like Jay White and Juice Robinson will suffer at all with this loss, but I do think the Dogs will. So, you know, even though Bang Bang Gang is one of my favorite stables in AEW, give me the Dogs.
Okay.
With the Dogs. I think it's best for business for them to win, and I do think we'll have backup coming in for the Dogs that night. I don't think they're coming in solo. I think they're going to come up with a plan, and they're going to come out victorious on this one.
Right.
And we got, let's see, Ryan Milky says, the Dogs get their redemption. I agree, Milky. I am really pulling for the Dogs just because, like I said, you're signing David Finlay, one of the hottest free agents at the time, and you have him declining. If they lose this one, they're basically a joke at this point. If they lose this match, they're a joke. There's no redemption after this. That's it. They're just one of those stables that are in the background and just there to be there. Ryan says, I predict maybe a Young Buck back up the Dogs.
Interesting.
That would be pretty interesting to see. What do you think, Wyatt?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. They're already backing up Kenny Omega right now with him being the AEW World Champion. I don't see it happening right now, but it's a really good prediction. I really like that prediction a lot. But I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't think it's gonna happen. Something with that. The Young Bucks.
My question is this: do we get a return Gabe Kidd coming out to help out his friends?
Let's see it.
David Finlay and Clark Connors, when you least expect it, he comes out and helps them pick up a win.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, we haven't seen Gabe Kidd in quite a while either since his injury. I know he's wrestling. He's wrestling back. I think he's
still wrestling, I think.
Yeah, right? Well, he had an injury, but I think
Yeah.
recently he came back to New Japan, if I'm correct.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I do think Gay Kid does come in and helps the dogs pick up a win. So the Young Buck theory is an interesting one. I mean, if it does happen, it'll be crazy. Really would be.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
yep. Jose Martinez says, Wendy, what's up, Jose? Thank you for joining us, my man. Comment, think any comments for AEW Redemption? We'll love to hear them. Hey, last but not least, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a banger, I think. We got Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight for the AEW World Championship. I mean, look, I like Kevin Knight, but it's the same thing with any other rookie. It's too soon right now. I'm
Too
sorry,
early.
Kevin Knight. I think you are the future of AEW. I believe Tony Khan has a lot of stocks invested into Kevin Knight and pushing him to the top of the food chain eventually, but not tonight. I do think Kenny Omega retains because I don't see this title changing hands, especially at Redemption. We already know the match that everybody wants to see is Omega versus Will Ospreay at All In.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed. This is why these like throwaway matches for the World Championship sometimes are not a good thing. Because look, the action itself, the match itself, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal, man. We're gonna see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Great wrestling. The issue is the predictability is gonna kill it. Yeah. It's gonna be like one of those, well, we knew it was gonna happen. We're not shocked, But the wrestling is gonna be good. So I don't know. I'm still excited, but I'm also not excited for the ending just because I just don't like predictability in wrestling matches. What do you think?
Yeah, I enjoy watching Kevin Knight, but the predictability for this match, I'm going Kenny. We all want to see it. It's gonna be Kenny and Will Ospreay all in. It's already confirmed and everything. It's the problem, like you were saying, is the predictability of matches. It's just gets me. It gets me every time. Like,
Yep.
I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong, like getting a prediction right or right, But if I get it right, I'll be happy. I want to get it wrong though.
I'm with you, man. I want that surprise factor. I want to be wrong. I want to be looking at the camera and being like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. Hey, let's hope for the best. You never know. Kevin Knight may not be champion now, but I think in the future, give it about 2 more years, I do think he'll capture that gold.
Oh yeah.
One day. I really do think Tony Khan has a lot of stocks invested in this guy. And I can see why. He's one of the best talented young rookies right now in that roster.
Yeah.
And if Tony Khan's smart, you start pushing him, man. Start cutting more promos out there. Get his name out there. The whole heel run for me for Kevin Knight is great. Make him stick out. Whenever a rookie wants to stick out, go for the heel run. If you can go for a good heel run and make it work, you're on your way to success. Because when you turn face, you're just elevating yourself more to the top at that point. Right. The fans are going to back you up for it. And that is your AEW Redemption pay-per-view. If you have about 5 hours to kill tomorrow, I suggest you watch it. I'm going to try to watch it tomorrow, at least by the end of it, to catch the last couple of matches. I really do want to see, though, Chris Jericho versus Tommaso Ciampa, though. That's one of my favorites of the matches of the night.
I want to see it so bad.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let's talk about everyone's favorite upcoming radio, WWE Radio, guys, on Sirius XM. WWE has struck the deal with Sirius to take over Busted Open Radio Network.
Oh, man.
it's been announced by Busted Open the other day at a video that they are basically working with WWE. Despite them saying that nothing's going to change, come on, Wyatt. You and I know when WWE gets their hands on a product, there's not going to be any negativity at all coming from them. Um, so despite the co-host and the host saying that things are gonna be the same, things are never gonna change, they're still gonna come hard and hard. They never mention hard to WWE. They just mention hard and
Yeah.
hard. Um, I don't know. How do you feel about this? Transition that they're gonna work eventually with WWE. Uh, Look, it's intriguing. I do like the fact that WWE Radio is going to exist and it's going to be for 24 hours. Don't get me wrong. If I'm in a long car ride, I mean, I don't have Cyrus Radio in my car, but if I had it on me and I was in a long car ride, I probably will put it
Yeah,
on,
I would.
and probably listen to it. I would not pay for it, but I probably listen
Yeah,
to
I
it. That's
wouldn't
for
pay
sure.
for it, but I'll listen. You know.
Yeah. How do you feel about this though, man? I'm I'm not very happy about it. I just feel like Busted Open Radio did sell
Yeah,
out. For them to say they didn't, no, they
they
sold out.
sold out.
Let's just be real. They sold out and they're going to keep selling out. There's not going to be any more negativity towards WWE. It's just going to be all positive despite the
Sucks.
crap that we're getting fed on every single fucking week. How do you feel
This
about
is
this,
my
Wyatt?
thought. What's the point of this in the first place? I'm not happy with it either. Um, like you said, the negativity, it's gonna get them. They say, "Oh no, 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 no! It's not gonna be like this." Yeah, I know it. You know it. They're gonna get a lot of negativity on this, and it's gonna be, uh, I don't even want to say the word.
So I agree with you. It's just gonna be not it's already getting a lot of negativity. Real quick, we got Ryan Milky saying AAA main event tonight was actually fired. One of the best matches of this year. Sorry, it is a random comment, not in connection to the current theme. I just finished it. Hey Ryan, don't worry about it, man. That's what this show is about. Nothing's off script. What you guys want to talk about? You guys have any news, rumors,
Yeah,
theories?
anything's on the table.
Hey, favorite moments, whatever you guys want to talk about wrestling. Hey, go ahead. Nothing's off. I did see that. I did see that Dominic Mysterio did turn.
Again,
Why was this a shocker to anyone? If anyone's
no, I'm
shocked.
not shocked at all.
For God's sake, you think he was gonna play face even in AAA? Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here.
somebody told me when he went
Yeah.
like possibly face, and I told him, I'm like, how's he face? and then I saw that, I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, I knew this. I knew this was coming. I just said, oh, this bastard.
Come on. Did anyone see him working with his father?
Yeah, no,
Damn.
nah. Get that out of here. You know.
Nope. Never was gonna happen, and we saw that tonight. So hey, but it was still a good show. It was still a good. I saw a part
It's
of
pretty
it.
good.
It wasn't bad. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't that. He does follow up afterwards saying nothing's off limits unless it's Deadpool. Oh, I see how it works in these neck of the woods. You know what, Ryan Milky, I'm gonna get you a timeout for that comment. All right. Look, you could nothing's off limits here, but when you mention Deadpool, Marvel's fucking Jesus, now we have a problem, man. You've been on a timeout. 5 minutes, starting now. Throw me
Damn.
another comment in 5 minutes. Don't ever diss
Damn.
our Marvel
Milky in
like that.
trouble, bro.
All right, let's get back to the topic of Busted Open, though. Look, so we already have a few changes gonna happen. So, despite them saying nothing's gonna change, a lot of things gonna change, and that is one big change. Would be Thunder Rosa is no longer gonna be in Busted Open Radio, and she has been a co-host for a very long time. But you notice before this announcement, the last couple of days, I think it was been like 2 weeks, she is nowhere to be, seen. And it looks like they already knew this was going to happen. So they departed
Mhm.
right away before they got any flag. But we all know that this was definitely a WWE move, that they're not going to want any AEW wrestler on their show. They've had AEW wrestlers before, but they're not going to
Uh-huh.
have any. I think the only ones that might get away are obviously AAA
Mhm.
wrestlers being on the show, and maybe a couple of TNA superstars, just because they have that relationship with WWE. But the days of AEW stars joining the show are done.
Yeah.
Are good for done. What do you think, Wyatt?
I don't know how I feel on this, but yeah, the AEW stars, they're done. It's done. Thunder ain't coming back to bust it open.
Nah,
It's done. After what happened, oh, she ain't coming back.
nope. She is good for gone. And look, I don't know about you, Wyatt, but aren't you excited for the possibility of us seeing The Undertaker's podcast, really Michelle McCool's podcast on Busted Open Radio? Hey, I mean, look, once Michelle McCool pretty much took over that podcast, I kind of stopped watching it. I did like Undertaker's first version with his best friend
Yeah.
during that time, but when Michelle McCool took over, I'm like, you know what? I got to stop watching this shit. And I like The Undertaker. I really do. I do think he has a great mindset for wrestling, and he's doing great stuff in AAA, but I'm not excited for this coming into Busted Open Radio, WWE Radio, whatever you want to call it.
No.
Not only that, but we're going to get Cody Rhodes. What are you going to talking about? And more of Stephanie McMahon podcasts all around.
Yeah.
I'm not against neither of these ones except for the Undertakers, but it's going to be WWE heavily based shows.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the days of Busted Open being all around wrestling talk are over. They're not going to mention AEW at all. And if they did, it's going to be more of a negativity or any other wrestling shows. We're not going to hear New Japan. We're not going to hear any other wrestling shows on here. It's just going to be based on WWE, which is fine. Look, if you're a fan of WWE, why not? You know?
Yeah. Why not?
Back in the day, we did have WWE Radio back in the day with Jim Ross, and I forgot who else.
Yeah.
So
it was Jim Ross, and I can't remember who else, but it was Jim.
Yeah. So I'm not fully against it. I'm just not that excited, man, because we are losing another, I guess you could say, another podcast, man. And it's scary that if you podcast is getting more steam, they could just be bought out pretty quick. I mean, hey,
pretty quick.
Regardless, we can't say if WWE offered us money coming on our way, we wouldn't say yes to it. I mean, you never know until that happens, until they come knocking on your door and offer you a contract to work with them. Yeah. Ryan Milky, your 5 minutes are up, so I'm gonna read your comments. My time out, getting thumbs down on the stream. Oh, come on, Milky. Don't give a thumbs down on Wyatt's channel.
Damn, man. Don't do it, man. That's my if everybody's and he does that, that's gonna be the first thumbs down I've ever got in my channel. That's insane.
You went Dave Bautista on you, Wyatt. He gave you a thumbs. Yeah. With the contract on the other hand. With the contract joining WWE radio side.
Oh yeah, he joined that side. Of course he did.
Yup. Jose says, wait. I don't know what's so funny. WWE Radio, what if this is the future? What if we get something from this? Something exclusive. Don't judge its book by its cover. So, like I said, Jose, I don't disagree with you. I myself is not fully excited just because Busted Open Radio is pretty much gone. It's going to get rebranded into WWE Radio.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's still gonna probably be called Busted Open on some shows, but reality is WWE Radio. I'm
yeah,
not against it. I'm just mad to the fact that they sold out, I guess, because I've been listening to them for quite a while.
yeah.
Um, and it's pretty much we lost the whole fair judgment, fair criticism. It's going to be biased towards WWE in itself. I'm not fully against the idea. I do think we're going to hear some exclusive stuff. I do like the idea of WWE Radio and the fact that we're going to get more podcasts. Cody Rhodes, Stephanie McMahon, The Undertaker's, and maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin one day. Maybe he'll join the platform with his podcast in it.
Yeah.
Not against it, but also just kind of bummed out, I guess you could say. And the
Yeah.
fact that we're not getting Thunder Rosa back at Busted Open Radio is just kind of a bummer. Yeah. And then we're not going to get fair criticism. It's going to be all heavily based WWE in a positive way. Look what happened to ESPN, though.
Yeah.
Remember when there was that reporter that
Yeah.
gave WrestlePalooza, was it an F?
It was an F. Yeah, I think it was an F or D. I don't remember.
It was a really bad grade. And then he started giving Survivor Series a bad grade as well. And then eventually WWE had to silence him and told ESPN you got to get rid of this guy. Like, we can't have this guy. So at that point, they no longer had a rating system for any of these pay-per-views from WWE, which shows you is that any negative comments towards them, they're going to shut it down.
Yeah.
So Busted Open Radio is basically just going to be a branded WWE show. That's all, you know, in a positive way. So that's the only thing that bums me out, But hey, in the end of the day, if you want exclusive stuff, yes, you should be excited for this. I'm not against that idea. I am for seeing more wrestlers having a podcast on this platform, and maybe some legends out there, different legends. Maybe we could get Booker T's podcast on there. And we could get some other legends in there as well. Milky says, if it's actually radio, I don't have to look at Michelle's whiny face. It might be bearable. WWE moves into more online content is a huge move with the times. It's a byproduct of the public takeover. That's true.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not against it because a lot of us, I don't know about you, Wyatt, but I do listen to a couple of wrestling podcasts out there.
I do.
Yeah, I do listen to podcasters in general, and then I also listen to wrestlers podcasts. We're not always looking at the videos. I personally hearing it in the background. And just listening to it and doing my thing. So I'm not here to look at faces. I'm not here to look at what did they have in their background. I'm just putting it in the background myself and just listening to what they got to say. So yeah, I'm not against the whole idea. What do you think?
I'm not against it at all. I'm just mad like you. I'm mad like you are. Busted Open's going away pretty much a little bit. But yeah, I'm not here to look at faces. I do just listen to it in the background a lot with these podcasts, and I get the story and I get a little bit of it, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah, same. Ryan Milky does say I listen to it a lot while I ride my bike and clean the house. Hey, we're about the same. Whenever I do some work or whenever I go to the gym, same thing. I put it in the background. Hey, sometimes at work, if I have a little bit of time, put an earbud and start listening to some podcasts here and there.
When I leave the house,
I do like to listen to a lot of different wrestlers as well, just to get their mindset of the product. As well as one of my favorite podcasters, man, Jim Cornette.
Yep, Jim.
Yeah, honestly, dude, he's great. He's hilarious, man. I
love Jim.
Yeah, he's quite a character, but he's very, despite him having his bias, he's very smart when it comes to the business. One of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Great mindset.
He's so great.
Yeah, great mindset, honestly. Great mindset of psychology. Um,
Oh yeah.
so we also got to talk about this, man. We got so put it this way. We got AEW announcing All Out one day early on, and then a couple of days later, we got WWE announcing Worlds Collide for the same day in the same city, by the way, as All Out.
Yeah.
So put it this way, Wyatt, this is in my area. All right. They're not
Yeah.
in the
And you're
same city, by the way. Well, they're right there close to each other.
it's
Yeah.
close.
We have one taking place in Rosemont, Illinois, and we have the other one taking place at Hoffman Estate, Illinois. But they're about a couple of minutes away from each other, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this: the All-State Arena, bigger arena. So if
Yeah.
this is where they're gonna have Worlds Collide, good luck on selling that out. I think they do have a possibility of doing it because I think right now World Collide, AAA, by the way, is very hot. I feel like WWE is doing a great
It
job
is.
with that. AKA The Undertaker is doing a great job in booking.
Yes.
The shows are great, and
Mm-hmm.
the superstars in there are fantastic. I do think
Oh.
they have a possibility of selling out or selling a lot of tickets for it. I don't think they're gonna have any trouble
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
No.
But All Out in Chicago has been a tradition.
It has
I
been.
think there's only 1 year, which was last year, that it moved to Canada, which was odd.
Yeah, it wasn't in Chicago last year.
Yeah, but regardless, it's been there time after time after time, and we do have a lot of AEW sickles out here, a lot, believe it or not.
A lot of them.
So this is interesting. That WWE's once again counter programming AEW.
Competition time.
Yeah. Your inside thoughts about this? Like, do you think AAA is going to suffer against the
No.
bigger one of, AEW's All Out, or you think they're going to compete with them? Do you think that AEW suffers from Worlds Collide and gets hit in the market, or you believe that maybe these two will strive and sell out pretty well together?
I'm gonna go with what the last thing you just said. I think AAA is gonna sell out pretty good because AAA is hot right now with Undertaker booking that show. Like if you just saw the episode tonight, man,
It was pretty good.
fantastic. AEW, it's gonna sell out pretty good. It's in Chicago and it's always been there in Chicago. I think the both are gonna really go well on their side. Somehow, some way.
So I agree with you on that one. I do think they're going to sell out, but I don't know. I feel like AAA won't sell out much tickets as obviously AEW, just because I feel like
Yeah.
that's a bigger pay-per-view. They're gonna stack the
Yes.
card. I feel like AEW is gonna respond back. They're gonna stack the card
Yeah.
with some good matches where I'm excited for.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I have a little bit of bias because I am going to All Out. I already made that sure
You
to
are.
get my ticket early on, so I am going to All Out.
Yeah.
But once I heard that World Collide was coming to town, I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off.
Yeah.
I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And you could tell WWE did it on purpose because they haven't done some
They did it
crazy
on
shit like
purpose.
this to book it on the same market, in the same area, in the same day with AEW.
Flipping day.
Yeah. They're really testing the waters out here, and they're really pushing AEW to the curb. It's going to be interesting how they respond back, but we do have a comment from Tony Khan himself as he addresses WWE announcing Worlds Collide. It says it's probably all of the above when asked about, a couple of questions with the AEW AAA booking same day, same city as All Out. He says it's probably all the above. It's the reality of current wrestling. It's the frankly predatory nature of scheduling of events but also the compliment that says AEW is doing very well. Chicago's
Hmm.
a great city for wrestling. I'm very excited about AEW's All Out. It's not something unexpected to have competition, and I do welcome it. So, very, very professional response. As he welcomes it, I do think he's not wrong. Chicago, we have a lot of old school wrestling fans, a lot of new wrestling fans. I think it's going to strive. I think it's going to do great for both um, promotions. It's up to you to choose what show you want to watch. All right, so
Yeah,
let's take away the city. Let's take away the area.
yeah.
Let me ask you, Wyatt. You're, in your
Okay.
area, that day in itself, they're gonna at some point like collide when it comes to time zone. Because I
Yeah.
think All
Right.
Out's gonna start a little bit earlier, and then at some
Yeah.
point, AAA is gonna start a little later, but they're gonna be at it,
Right.
against each other pay per view wise. Who do you who are you picking? What are you watching? Are you gonna jump from here to there, or are you just gonna watch one program and say, you know what, I'm gonna choose that one and that's it? Who do you have favoring that night? I guess you could say, if you had to pick between one. I already gave out mines. I'm gonna be attending the show, and it's gonna be at All Out. But I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
do wish I could attend AAA.
Yeah. I this is what I would be. I would be doing this. I would watch them both at the same time. I've done this before when wrestling shows were on, kind of like the same time. AEW, I would watch it on like maybe on TV or the computer, or I watch AAA. I'll do this. I'll do them both at the same time. I'll watch them for sure. But if I was picking just a regular show, straightforward, I'm going AEW all out
Okay.
any all day.
Alrighty. So we got AEW All Out. If in the chat, if you guys want to chime in on the whole competition, I actually do enjoy this whole. I don't think we have seen anything like this for quite a while. Having the same
Never.
cities, same day, pay per view going at it. Um, Honestly, having AAA compete with AEW is pretty interesting to me because AAA is pretty hot right now, what they're
Oh
doing.
yeah.
So I do think that a lot of people are going to be intrigued to watch all these, lucha libre stars coming about, especially if you could announce Rey Mysterio. I think the rumor is, or maybe it's confirmed. I don't know yet. Don't quote me on this, guys. But they're trying to get Dirty Dom versus CM Punk at the main event at Triple A's World Collide.
Uh, ooh.
I don't, you know, I if they,
I wouldn't disagree with it.
I don't disagree with this, but if they could get Punk to main event that night and go against AEW, his
Yeah.
former company, his former boss, that's going to be crazy to see who wins this one. And
Yeah.
that would be the star power that AAA is going to need to compete with AEW that night. It's going
Yeah.
to be crazy if these rumors are true. Um,
Hmm. Yeah.
Brian Milky says ticket price for both events will be fun to watch. I do think that AAA is going to be expensive out of the two just because of WWE's products and where it's located at. It's more of an expensive area. AEW
Yeah.
shows are usually affordable.
They are affordable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I ended up getting a suite, so it was a little bit more pricier
Oh,
with a couple of other guys,
that's
thankfully. But honestly, it's not a bad
that's gonna be
price for what
great.
I paid for. So, but
That's gonna be good, man. You getting a suite too? That dude, that's gonna be fire.
I'm still debating if I should dress up as the Macho Man. That way, everybody can see me out there. I don't know.
Dude, they're gonna be like, wrong show, buddy, wrong
I gotta
show.
steal the show myself. I gotta make sure that AEW strives that night as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I see it.
Um, let's go on to the next conversation. Let me just throw you a couple of names out here. And the topic for this one is The following superstars are now free agents after
Okay.
their departure from
Yes.
WWE has been announced. One of them are the Motor City Machine Guns,
Yes.
Kyrie, Hijo de Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Zoe Serrano, Zoe Starks, Aleister Black, Selena, Eric Rowan, Nikki Storm, which is Nikki Cross, Joseph Sawyer, which is Joe Gacy, Samuel Shaw, which is Dexter Loomis, and last but not least, Bo Dallas. And this goes
Bo Dallas.
goes into Ryan's Milky's comment. Do you think
Yes.
we could see the White Six members in AEW?
I can see some of them. I'll see all of them going.
Look, I'm gonna say this. If AEW, if let's just say this,
Pulls freaking trigger.
if CM Punk does main event AAA and AEW wants to compete, start teasing. Grab these guys. Grab all six of them. I do want to see them in a promotion. Why not? Grab all six for them, even if it is for a couple of months, even if it is a temporary contract. Grab them.
Yeah.
Start teasing a return, not showing them, but teasing it. Give us clues, right? And when it comes down,
Give us like when they,
and
right.
it comes down to the day of All Out, bam, appearance. Guarantee you,
Bam.
social media is gonna go crazy.
They're gonna blow up.
Personally, I would like to see him in AEW. I would like to see him interact with the Dark Order if they're still around. I'm sure they're still around, though. Yeah.
Dark Order, I think they're still around. I think. I think so.
Yeah. The only issue is Dark Order's been turned into
Gone.
Yeah, like what their former self is all. It's not all there, but regardless,
Yeah.
if AEW really wants to compete where Worlds collide, that's a fun little thing to do right there. Little project for Tony Khan in a few weeks. But guess what? They're free agents. They're now all free agents. Aleister Black, Selena Vega. Honestly, I don't know where they're gonna go. They burned their bridges, I hear, in AEW.
Yeah. For me, I see them having an indie run a little bit.
They have to.
Maybe an indie run. They're gonna have to do an indie run. Maybe MLW.
Could be MLW, yeah.
If wherever Aleister goes, Selena goes.
Maybe they'll make a run at New Japan.
Maybe.
I wouldn't mind seeing Aleister Black in there because New Japan does need some star power, some outside American star power to get there. So, wouldn't be a bad thing for them. But I could see them more in the indies too. I'm thinking you're right, because if they did burn their bridges in AEW, it wouldn't make sense for them to return. Ryan does say Selena was teasing Summon on her IG. The end is interesting. I did not know that. I'm about to check that out.
I didn't see the IG. I gotta go check her IG then.
Yeah, we do. So how about this one? Motor City Machine Guns. Do you think the rumors are true? They're heading into AEW.
I can see it. I would like them to be in AEW. That would be cool. But they could go. Dude, I don't think they go back to like have another TNA run. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Nah,
I don't think so.
Even
GCW?
Could be, but I think GCW is I think GCW is a little too extreme for them at this age, still their career, because they're up there in age. Even though they could go, they're still up there in age.
Yeah, I'm gonna say AEW.
I think AEW too. Would be a nice addition to the AEW card, for the AEW tag team. Stuff that's going on there. I think it would make a lot more sense. I don't see them returning to TNA at all.
No.
And especially how TNA is changing and all, and cutting budget cuts and all. I don't see TNA even approaching them for a contract. They're going to ask for too much money for them.
Yeah.
Um, this is going to be the interesting one too. Kyrie. You think Kyrie
Ooh,
Sane
Kyrie.
joins another promotion like AEW, or do you think she just kind of just does her own thing back home? Probably wrestles in the Indies in Japan and just rides out in the sunset eventually.
I can see Kyrie going to Stardom.
Okay, I could see that too.
Like, I'm gonna say Kyrie goes to Stardom.
Stardom. Alrighty. I do
I like that one.
I like that too. I do see that. I could also see Tony Khan throwing a lot of money her way to get her to eventually join AEW.
Yeah,
I would like to see Kyrie in AEW. The issue is though, I don't think they're gonna push her too much at
no.
that point. I feel like she's just gonna get lost and shuffle around just like
Yes.
everybody else in there sometimes. It
Yeah.
it's like with it reminds me of like Megan Bain. Even though she is in the tag team, even though she does get show every week, I mean,
Yeah.
she has a lot of potential to be a top star, and they just haven't pushed her the right way, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll get to see. And let's add one more to the list that we might eventually see get released, not out of contract, but released, and that would be Bailey, guys. Um,
Bailey.
the rumors are going strong. Uh,
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying Bailey's out. The way it looked like Saturday night's main event, that she's written off at the moment, at least.
She's written off. Her contract's not even out yet. It's in October.
But October's not that far away.
It's 2 months away, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So maybe they're gonna write her off for good and then let her see if she's gonna resign with WWE, or maybe
Doesn't she's going? I think she goes to AEW.
yeah, maybe she joins her friend Mercedes Monet, who basically runs that fucking company.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah, she's literally the CEO of the company. Whatever she wants, she gets.
CEO. CEO.
That theme song has some truth to it because
It's got some truth. Love that. I love the words.
if she could get into Tony Khan's ear, and I don't think she needs to get to Tony Khan's ear. I think once Tony Khan knows that Bailey has some interest in AEW, it's a done locked deal. He's gonna throw a lot of cash towards Bailey, probably way more than she makes in WWE. It's a no-brainer for her. Go to the other side of the pond where at least we're gonna get some great matches right away.
No man.
Right away. Chris Statlander, obviously Mercedes Monet, Tony Storm,
Storm. Tekla, Willow Nightingale.
That's gonna be a good one. That's actually one of my favorite matches if they do go at it. Willow versus Bailey, because it's like
I would love it.
you had the hugger gimmick versus the Willow gimmick.
Yes.
Kind of alike here. That's gonna be interesting.
It's a perfect storyline, It is. Like, yeah, that's great reasoning right there. I love that.
And if you could get the psychic part, the mental aspect of that, it could be like the legend saying, "I was once like you, and look what happened. The fans turned against me. They'll turn against you, Willow."
Right.
Storyline writes itself on this one,
Oh yeah.
Ryan Milky says Kyrie versus Tony Storm is money. I agree on that one.
Agreed on that.
Whenever
whenever
Tony Storm returns, which I think might be an all in.
I see an all in.
Yeah, we can see her pretty soon.
It's her home, kind of her home. It's basically home for her.
Yep. Alrighty, guys, and we're gonna end this with this one. This is pretty big, by the way. Janelle Grant has officially filed to dismiss her federal lawsuit against Vince McMahon and WWE. According to the new court's filing, Grant has officially filed voluntarily dismissed the federal lawsuit after all parties agree to move the legal battle into private arbitration. Sorry guys, mispronounced there.
It's okay.
It will now continue behind closed doors through private can't pronounce that word process rather than in public federal court. This marks one of the biggest legal development in the case since it was first filed in January 2024.
Yep.
This source is from Pulse Wrestling, by the way, guys. So, meaning,
Mhm.
like Ryan just said, I was about to say it, but he said it right before me. They settle out
They
of
settled.
court. So, it does mean that
It's
it's
over.
over. Nobody's going to be found guilty. Um,
Nope.
It means that probably Vince did offer her a lot of money to shut her up and not say what she was going to say that day. And
I bet so much money he did.
I'm sure she took it at this point. She's like, "What? You know what? Why not?" I think it was
Why not? I'm getting money out of this.
yeah, because I think it was what like the $1 million that she was owed. I'm sure she's gonna get 10 times that amount pretty easily.
She's getting like 10 times that amount of like $1 million that she was owed. Yeah, she's getting a lot of money out of this.
Real quick, Ryan Milky says arbitration. Thank you very much. Hey, that's how you pronounce it.
Arbitration. Okay.
Look, sometimes I have a hard time pronouncing some words. So, but regardless,
I
appreciate
all
that.
the time.
The-
Thank you for the abbreviation, sir.
Ryan does says the damage is already done. So, all right, so let's talk about that. This is going to be the last topic of the night, so let's talk about that. Is the damage done? Is it really done? What do you guys think? Wyatt, do you think the damage is done when it comes to the Vince McMahon character, or you think it's a redemption time? It's time for Vince to return because we have some fans out there that really want to see this fucking man, this dirty, perverted. We already got the mindset of how he actually thinks. We already know this whole Vince McMahon character is not a fucking character. The reason why it works so well because it is him. It was him. This is how he acted, I'm sure, off camera. We heard the stories. Even throughout the years, we never paid attention. But he was this fucking disgusting guy for quite a while. Do you think, though, the damage is done? Or do you guys think that Vince McMahon is coming back to wrestling?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna agree with Melky. The damage is done. I don't need to see Vince back in WWE again. Please don't give it to me. The only time I would probably see Vince, put him in the crowd of the WWE Hall of Fame. That's probably the only time we're gonna see Vince. Only. No, do not bring him back into creative. Do not bring him back into WWE. Please don't do it. Please.
You know, for me personally, I do not want to see that man ever returning into a square circle. But
Oh no.
it's scary to the fact that the product of WWE right now is pure shit.
I know.
He still has friends in TKO executives that would want him back.
Yeah.
He still has. I'm gonna tell you this. I do not think that Stephanie McMahon, which she has no part of TKO, just more of a podcast character.
No.
But I do think that Triple H wants no part of Vince because we did see those text message saying that when Vince was going to return back, I think it was in 2024, that he said Judgment Day is coming or something, or end of days or whatever, that in some sort of extent. Regardless, there is one guy that I do think he would love to have Vince back, and that is The Rock. Will vouch for Vince. I guaranteed it. And if Vince doesn't come back, he still has that itch.
Yeah.
He's still going to want to eventually show up somewhere. And there's talks about him trying to buy a promotion, trying to create a promotion, or maybe just joining one. I don't see him. Even Jim Ross said it himself in his podcast, saying that he has
Yeah.
that itch, and I don't think he's going away. And with this whole Janelle Grant lawsuit being dismissed, even Jim Ross, like, I do think he'll return to wrestling one day, and that might be
Oh,
soon.
freak.
It's not going to be AEW. I highly
No.
doubt Tony Khan's going to work with him. But do you see him returning to like TNA?
It's a possibility, dude. Vince McMahon, when he said he was retiring, just retire. Okay, just stay home. Just stay home and don't do anything. Do not get involved. I'm gonna say that to him. That's my advice to Vince McMahon. If you're watching this, Vince, stay the frick home.
Well, I agree with you 100%. The reason I do bring up TNA is that we hear that, I mean, if you look at the status of TNA right now, they are dismissing a lot of people's contract. They are getting rid of a lot of people right now. And when a company does that, it's because they're getting ready to sell their company pretty soon.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon made a whole lot of money from that TKO deal that he made. He's a fucking crazy billionaire at this point. He has a lot of money to blow, and he doesn't have that much longer to live. For what, 50 mil, 100 mil? He could basically purchase. I don't even think, to put it this way, I don't even think TNA is worth 100. I think at the most $50 million he'll buy TNA easily if he wanted to. I'm saying
he can even go lower.
Possibility 30 mil easily.
20 mil easily, 10 million easily.
And with that, he has himself a wrestling promotion that I'm sure he'll love to run until obviously the day comes he passes away. The man's crazy enough to, I can see him do that because, like I said, he still has that itch.
Crazy mother.
He doesn't know any other way, It's just gonna have to come back eventually. Let's do a couple of comments. Ryan says, "You're welcome for the English. You guys ran away with 250 years ago." I see, Ryan. I see. All right.
Guys, I'm sorry, Melky. We don't know how to spell, okay? We don't know how to pronounce stuff, okay? That's part of life, okay? That's just part of life.
Milky, you're about 5 more minutes to getting banned almost. I'm gonna let that comment go. Anyways.
Yo, he's on my channel. I'm the one who has to ban him. Okay.
Anyway.
No, he ain't getting banned.
All right, Milky. Anyways. Vince will never return. I will hold that to the grave. Look, I would have said that 2 years ago had this gone all the way through this whole case. I'm actually worried that he's gonna show up in WWE.
Oh God.
Look, guys. I'm gonna just say this. Would you guys be shocked? Would you guys be really shocked if he showed up at SummerSlam?
No, because if it happens, I'm walking out of the room.
Look, think about it. A year ago, Brock Lesnar returned at SummerSlam, even though his name was involved with the case. And that was a shock.
Well, I was shocked when Brock Lesnar came. Still, I'm not going to be shocked with Vince McMahon. Come on.
Never know. I'm just saying, I would not doubt it. I could see them do that to sell tickets, tease it maybe. They're not moving tickets at SummerSlam. It could be a possibility. Don't rule it out, guys. And I'm not saying this because I'm a fan of Vince. I hate the fucking guy. Look, I love Vince as the creative genius he was for his time, for what he did for the wrestling business. I don't love him. I like him. Sorry, that's not a great word to use. I like the guy. As a person, piece of shit. I don't want to see him back in wrestling. But I also don't want to see him in any form wrestling now, just because I don't think he's good for business.
No.
Ryan does say it's a public traded character, I guess he meant, and the accusations will not be allowed in a public eye.
Okay.
We'll see on that. Put him on the Hall of Fame and be done with it. I mean, honestly.
Honestly, yes.
Ryan, see, here's the thing. I think he will be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't think he wants to be in the Hall of Fame present, meaning when he's alive. I think when he passes away, they're going to put him in the Hall of Fame, and that is more on Vince because I don't think Vince wants to have an induction for him because he would have done that already a couple of years back, you know?
Yeah, he would have already.
Um, he also says he might try to make a new company, though. That is a rumor, and I could really do see that. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, though: if he does make a new company, time is not in his factor.
No.
He's up there in age. He's 80 something years old. He doesn't have
Yeah, he's in his 80s.
he doesn't have that young power to start up a company and compete with these giants. I don't think that's a possibility. It makes more sense for him to buy a company to get involved with someone instead,
Right.
or to try to get back in TKO's good graces, which I could see them really having them go because right now the product is not as great as it was in 2024. They're not selling tickets, and that's concerning. And that in itself could bring Vince McMahon back thinking he's going to be able to boost all this up for them, which I don't think he's not either way. Um, also says just not included in current public WWE. I agree. Or try Go Spy AEW one day. Okay, that's an interesting one. I don't think though. Here's the thing. I don't think the cons want to involve themselves with Vince McMahon in any type of way. Uh,
Right.
I could see Shane because Shane was his own
Shane
person.
O'Mac.
I
Yeah, Shane was his own.
Yeah, and Shane was a smart guy. When it comes to business wise, he had a lot of successful companies out there. He did very well for himself without wrestling.
He did.
So I could see Shane, but I won't see Vince doing so.
No, please don't.
And let's see, in this comment, he does say, and don't forget his stocks in the market when WWE skyrocket, he would have quad his takings from the sales all in. Okay. Well,
And I just looked how old he is. He's 80. And his birthday was just August 24th. So it was just a day ago, pretty much.
so put it that way, dude. Father time is not on his side. For him to start up a new company, it's not gonna work out. It makes more sense for him to either purchase one, get involved with one, or pretty much just get back into the WWE. Even as a character.
Yeah.
Even just as a character, just show him on TV. He doesn't have to do much. He doesn't even have to strut his way into the ring and break his quads at this point. Just show him backstage, put him back in that owner role, even though he isn't the owner, and just have him do his last hurrah until he leaves. But I'm not saying that as in I want him back, just saying if you were gonna do that. But
You do it that way.
I don't know. I don't think this is not going to be the last time we hear Vince McMahon talks in this, for now. I think it's going to come out more sooner and sooner as we go because people are going to eventually ask, like, if this man's going to return or not. They're going to start asking questions, and I could see TKO having interest in bringing him back. Like I said, just like Brock Lesnar did, even if it is just for an appearance, just to shock fans and have social media talking and buzzing about WWE right now.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. Any other comments on this, Wyatt?
Nope. I don't have any more comments on it.
Yeah, honestly, it's it's a scary it's a scary world.
It's just freaking
It's
scary.
a scary world knowing that Vince McMahon could get back into our TV and our creative team. Next season
Oh,
4,
man.
WWE Unreal. Vince McMahon is back.
God. No. Dude, I don't know what I would do. If I ever seen that on Unreal, I'm done.
Yeah, I know. I feel you on that. But guys, once again, it's been a pleasure. Guys in the chat, thank you very much. Great questions out there. Honestly, fantastic. We appreciate you guys a lot. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing out here. Please like, subscribe to all our channels out there. Wide, obviously me, also JD, also Ryan, Milky, all you guys out there,
John
man.
Reyes.
John Reyes as well. Good guys out there, man. Good brothers out there, man. Support each other, man. This is a community, strong community, and we're gonna stay that way. Support all of us, man. Um,
Uh,
please hit the like button, and we'll see you guys back Monday night for Monday Night Raw live stream. I'm excited for this one. We'll see.
oh, Final Raw.
Just before SummerSlam, we're gonna see everything popped off on the Monday Night Raw, guys. So tune in for that one.
For SummerSlam.
Yep. But honestly, we'll see you on the next time, guys.